Hi,
Hi,
what are we doing today?
we are finger weaving.
That sounds interesting. What's finger weaving?
It's basically weaving with your fingers.
Hmm, what do I need for that?
You need yarn, a pencil if you want to take a break, and fingers.
Cool, I think I got all of that. Fingers,
Mm-hmm.
yarn,
Yep,
and a pencil.
yep, I think we got it all here.
Cool, are you going to show us how to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start with two finger weaving.
Okay.
So you're going to grab your yarn.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take your pointer finger and wrap it around and ask a friend or a parent for help to tie a double knot, not too loose, but not too tight.
Okay, does that feel good?
Yep, that's good. Next, you're going to take your yarn and you're going to wrap it around this way so that you have a loop on this side and on this side.
Okay.
Then you're going to take your middle finger.
Can I just do that real quick so I can see if I'm doing it right?
Yep.
Okay, so I loop around.
And try to leave a little space in between both of them.
Okay, so now I have two loops. And now I go on to the next finger?
Yep, your middle finger. And you wrap twice around. And that's all we're going to do since we're only doing two finger weaving. Next, you're going to go to your middle finger, take the bottom loop, and pull it over the top loop.
And what do I do? Over the whole finger too?
Yep, and then just leave it hanging there.
Okay.
And then you're going to take the knotted one you did, and you're going to, this is the tough part, pull it over, and now it might fall off. You can just push the right loop right back on.
Okay.
Okay, now
and so it looks like this now when I have it hanging there?
Yep.
It's okay.
Next, you're going to take your yarn and you're going to just go like that over both. So it's big loop.
So one big loop around both.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, you're just going to take the bottom one.
And I start with the middle finger?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it matters. I think you start with the middle finger.
Okay. Middle finger.
And then pointer finger again.
Pointer finger.
And then just pull this down here for now. And do that again.
Okay.
Just do that a couple of times.
And I got to make sure that I put the new loop on top of the ones that are already on the fingers, right?
And once you have it looking a little bit weird, you can just pull right here. Now it's okay if it looks all messed up at the beginning. That usually happens, even with people who are really good at weaving. And so you just keep on doing that, keep on pulling, and once you've done one round, always pull.
Okay.
Just keep on doing that.
Cool.
And once you're done, it's going to look something like this weaving right here.
Very neat. I can already see how it's turning into a nice little chain. Cool. Should we keep weaving for a little bit?
All right.
Okay.
And if you make a mistake, it's okay. You might have like sometimes a little loop or something, but that's just fine.
That's how we learn, right?
Yep. Practice makes better.
I'm kind of proud of this. It's a lot of fun.
Looks nice.
So now I'm kind of curious. How do you do the 3-finger weaving and how does that look different?
Well, I'll show you that in a second. First, I'm going to show you how to stop so we can do the 3-finger weaving.
Oh, good idea. Okay.
So now you're going to need a pencil. What you're going to do is I take the eraser part because this part the yarn gets stuck on. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to stick the pencil under the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So like that. And then you just pull it off of your finger.
Okay. So
And then you just do the other one.
So
and then it just hangs there.
I basically replace my fingers with a pencil.
And then once you want to do it again, you can just take it back off and keep on working on your weaving.
So I just put my fingers back in and
Yep.
done. Cool. Okay.
So we can put that to the side.
So how do we do the 3 fingers?
And you're basically going to do the same thing, except that you use 3 fingers this time. So again, you start with your pointer finger and you tie the knot. Can you help me again?
Of course.
Thank you. And the double knot again, not too loose and not too tight.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you just do the same thing again. You put another loop, so it's on both sides.
Okay, go ahead. Just catching up on the knot.
You do your middle finger too, and this time your ring finger as well. So that's, because it's called 3 finger, you use 3 fingers.
Makes sense.
Let me know when you're ready. And remember again, put a space in between both loops.
Okay. 1, 2.
Yep.
1, 2.
3. Okay. And now again, you're just going to start with your pointer this time, or I'm not sure if it matters. I think you can just start with any finger, but not the middle. And you just take the bottom one again, pull it over your finger and over the top one. Always take the bottom loop, not the top. And then again, just leave it hanging there. And then you're going to do the big loop again. And then pull the small loops over the big loop. And once you do that, it turns the big loop into 3 small loops. See? Like that. And you just keep on doing that.
I made a mistake.
That's just fine. You can restart.
Okay.
You basically just take it off of your fingers, cut off that part, and just restart. It's just fine. See, I kind of made a mistake too. The yarn is usually supposed to come from the last finger, but it's coming from here. That doesn't matter. It's just fine.
Okay. So can you help me again? If I have my knot, I go around my pointer finger.
Exactly.
And then I go around the middle finger?
Yep, you go around the middle finger twice. And then take your ring finger and go around twice. And then you take the bottom one.
So maybe it does make a difference whether you start with the...
It might.
Okay, so I start with this one.
I'm not exactly sure.
Then I do the middle finger, yeah? Ring finger.
And the string can either only come from your last finger or your first finger. It shouldn't come from the middle finger. If it does, that's also okay.
So then I go a big loop.
Yep, and make sure that that's the bottom one, the small loop.
And then one time around?
No. You just have that big loop. You don't have any other loop.
Oh, I just do a big loop.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then
I think
you take
that
over
was
the
my
small
mistake.
Loops.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
That's probably what happened. And try to make the loops not too tight, because then it's hard to pull them off of your finger.
I just noticed that, yes. Okay, I feel pretty proud.
You want to stop?
The beginning looks a bit messed up, but
That's
I think
just fine. It's
as
normal.
I went ahead, it looks really cool. So I feel really good about it.
Mine does too.
Alright, so what do we do to finish it? I have just my normal loops on my fingers now.
Yep. Well, I forgot to mention at the beginning, you'll need some scissors too.
Yep. Well, guess we're lucky. Got some right here.
Yeah, I have them. So you have your yarn here, and you just cut a small amount off. Now it's a little hard if you're using your wrong hand.
May I help?
Could you maybe help me? Yep. Can you cut it somehow? Thanks.
There you
go. And once you've done that, you can do that. Just cut a small amount, doesn't have to be too big. What you're going to do is you're going to pull your yarn under, so it's like that, and then you can take it off of your finger and pull tight.
So I have it like this right now.
And then you just pull it under
like
there.
From here?
from the top, you
From the
pull
top.
under,
Okay.
and then you take it off of your finger and pull nice and tight.
Okay.
It basically
Oh,
turns
cool.
into a cool knot.
So I go like this, pull
Yeah.
from the top,
Exactly.
twist it through,
Pull it off, and you make a cool knot.
take it off my finger, and make a knot.
And you just keep on doing that with all of your fingers. And once you've done that, you can basically stop. And then you can cut off the extra yarn and pull nice and tight at the very last loop, as tight as you can. And then you take your scissors and you can leave the excess if you want. I like to cut it off. But don't cut it too close to the knot, otherwise the knot opens.
So I really like this. This is a lot of fun. Thank you for showing us. What are we going to do next week?
Well, next week we're going to do can weaving. If you don't have a can, you can also use a toilet paper roll.
Okay, so we need either a toilet paper roll,
a can,
or a can.
And you need if you're using a toilet paper roll, I just use normal tape. If you're using a can, I'd use duct tape, and then you need some of these.
The craft sticks.
Yep.
And then for the can, it looks like the top lid was cut off, and the bottom lid. So ask a grown-up to help you and get it set up for next week. And then either have some duct tape or tape ready. And you're going to teach us how to do can, or I guess toilet paper roll weaving next week, right?
Sounds a little funny, but
it
yep.
does. All right. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.